Welcome back, everybody, to the Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty. We have the Big 12 championship game here tonight, and it is Odessa State against Ardmore, the number 7 team in the nation against the number 1 team in the nation. It's going to be a bloodbath. Take a look at the offensive ranks for the regular season here in year number 7. Pass offense, first overall for Odessa State, and we've got more of a balanced attack. However, at Ardmore, we're running the dang football, since we have a running style of quarterback in David Tomsha. And a lot of people are kind of getting a little suspect of this offense. They think that this offense is not legit. They think that the run blocking is a little too insane. I would tend to agree with you, because the option attack in NCAA 14 is pretty cheese-worthy. But it is the game, it is the system that we run, and it's not my fault. It's not my fault. We hired an offensive coordinator from Oregon, Willie Taggart, and he runs the option playbook, and that's just the way that it is. So, luckily for us, we got a running style quarterback like David Tomsha, and we're making the most of it, right? Well, on the flip side, Odessa State loves to throw the ball. You guys saw the number 1 team in the nation regarding throwing the football. We see already Johnny Johnson Jr. is already up past his own 50 and making some pretty questionable decisions there on the very last play of this drive. It'll settle for a field goal for Odessa State. They're going to bang it up and good, taking the lead here 3-0. But it was pretty aggressive for Odessa State to open this baby up and start slinging it down the field. Either way, bad pass on third down. Either way, very aggressive style of play calling for Braxton Austin and this Odessa State Dust Devils team. Here on 3rd and 10, and Ardmore's offense is not looking like they're in sync right now. Matthew Henry on the deep ball contest, going to get the deflection. Now Odessa State takes control here. Brian Parks takes a big-time hit, but he hangs on to the ball. Odessa State coming to play here so far today, guys. 1st and 10, deep shot to Dougie Williams for the first down. 3rd and 2. Got a man moving to the left side. They got trips on the left, and it is going to be a passing play. And they will pick up the first down to Kadir Childs-Harris, custom prospect from a few seasons ago. 1st and goal. Nobody touches Lawrence Keller. He's into the end zone for a 10-0 Odessa State lead. So if you guys picked Ardmore, it's looking a little dicey right now. 1st and 10. Terrence Ross has been a big factor, and a big benefactor, I should say, in this read option style of offense. He's got 4 rushes for 27 yards. You can do the math there. That's almost a 6-yard per carry average. 2nd and 10 now after an incomplete pass. A deep shot to the right, out of bounds. Thompson now 0 of 2, and he's going to take a big hit here. Almost picked off by Pat Dowdell. Dude, you're an athlete. You got to make that catch. 3rd and 10 situation, and Thompson checks it down. Nobody was downfield, nobody was open, and Pat Dowdell makes up for it. The athlete, former quarterback for Odessa State, comes through with a tackle of his own, and it stops Ardmore's onward push. 3rd and 6, finally, Ardmore's defense gets a stop here. Tommy Nance only going to get 5, and Odessa State going to have to punt the football away. 3rd and 8, and we go conservative, real conservative, but Joe Patrick coming on through, getting the deflection off the screen pass, and it's still 10-0 Odessa State. We've got to get this thing going. We got to get it going on defense, stop them here, get it going on offense. And so far, so good. It's a 2-yard loss. 3rd and 12, 5:50 to go, and what a catch! Tommy Nance with the one-handed grab up the middle, and Johnny Johnson Jr. finds his wide-open tight end for the first down. But take a look. We get an interception by Chauncey Nelson, the linebacker. He has come through so many times for us this season. You guys remember the last episode that you guys watched in this Team Builder series. He came up with a big fumble on Orpheus McConnell from ACU, guys, and he's coming up here with another big-time turnover for Ardmore. 1st and goal now after a Terrence Ross 18-yard run. Scamper, if you'd like to call it that. 2nd and goal situation. We need a touchdown here. No field goals. Although it will help, we need a touchdown really bad. But Terrence Ross not going to get into the end zone here. 3rd and goal. Pompeo going to get the call. He's also not going to get into the end zone. He's stuffed, and we have to settle for that dreaded field goal. 2nd and 7 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go, and Johnny Johnson going to get dropped for a 3-yard loss. It's a 3rd and 10 situation now for these Dust Devils. Can they convert? They have to battle here. They want to convert just like we want to stop them, and we prevail here as McKinney makes the tough stop there on the sideline. It's going to be 4th and 5, and it's going to be a long field goal attempt, but just through the uprights. It's a 13-3 Odessa State lead. 2nd and 12. We're in negative yardage situation here. 3rd and 14 after a 2-yard loss, and Tomsha going to sling it deep, going over the top, and that's J.K. Johnson with a huge catch down the left-hand sideline for 51 yards. I gotta like that. You gotta like that aggressiveness. Where has it been all first half long? I don't know. I'm not sure, but I'm liking what we're calling so far here in this 1-minute drill, this less than 50-second drill. 2nd and 4 after an Oliver Price option play. Tomsha dropping back, gonna fire to Terrence Ross, who gets the first down with 38 seconds. Time is ticking away here. We only have 1 timeout to go. We can use it on any down here, so it's got to be careful about when we use it. 35 seconds to go. Tomsha dropping back. He's got the check down route. That's Terrence Ross. Ardmore gets a crucial touchdown to save their Big 12 championship hopes and keep them alive. 30 seconds, though. Maybe a little bit too much time here for Odessa State, right? They love to sling it deep. They love to be aggressive, and they're going to find their man over the top. That's another catch for Brian Parks. 21 seconds to go. Odessa State now has 2 timeouts, so they can utilize them whenever they like, and that's really good play art for Tommy Nance, and he's going to make that catch, get the first down, a big one for Odessa State. They're going to check it down here to the left and get out of bounds. It's Orlando Austin on the flare route. 8 seconds to go, and that could have possibly been a fumble, but Johnny Johnson Jr. going to get sacked, and they're going to have to settle for the field goal with 2 seconds left on the clock. 16-10. Can we get a big-time run? We got room here, but time will expire. That's Josiah Pompeo. Actually, no, I checked that. That is Terrence Ross with the carry. And, you know, any running play for Ardmore can result in a big gain, an electric play. No pun intended there for the Thunderwolves. But at the half, it is a 16-10 game. It has been a pretty good game, all things considered. Yeah, it's been a little low scoring, but it's had some ups and it's had some downs for both teams. We've gotten big runs from Terrence Ross. We've had big catches from Tommy Nance. We've had big runs from Terrence Ross, like I just mentioned. He's going to bust off his own lineman and then find a way to find a crease and just turn on the Jets. 2nd and 3 situation. We're going to read option it, and Tomsha keeps it, but he's going to go down for a 4-yard loss. That's Travis Frederick. He has been around for quite some time in this Odessa defense. Here's a pass completed to Darnell Savage, and we know what he can do yards after the catch. Yak. He loves to get that yak. He picks up the first down. 3rd and 1 situation, and Tomsha's got room and great blocking all the way around for that Ardmore offensive line, and he just kept it himself. He could have pitched it, but he said, I'm confident in my abilities. I'm going to take this thing into the end zone. Remember, he's trying to vie for a Heisman Trophy here, right? The Heisman Trophy has not been decided quite yet, so he's got an extra game to pad those stats up. He's going to get a touchdown to his ledger on the season here. But we got a deep pass to the right, little flag route to Aaron Lee. 1st and goal, and it's going to be a touchdown to Orlando Austin. And Odessa State back on top. So now we got a little fireworks going on between these two teams. These back and forth action. They're going to have to go for 2 here. I mean, they didn't technically have to per se, but in order to make it a touchdown game, it's probably a good play call here. But take a look at Terrence Ross. Nobody touches him. No Odessa player touches him until he gets to the 32-yard line. I mean, the Ardmore offensive line is chock full. It's stacked. And it's a really great to see that nobody's been able to touch our running backs until they get to the 2nd level. And Aaron Golden, not Aaron Gordon. I'm used to XBA commentary, but Aaron Golden with the touchdown here. Nice toss from David Tomsha. Good play design there for Ardmore. Touchdown, baby. We're going for 2 and make it a field goal game, and they read it perfectly. David Tomsha hands it off to Terrence Ross. He fumbles the ball, but hey, it doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion there. Almost intercepted. What? Almost picked off, but Johnny Johnson fits this right over top of the defender's head, number 1. And number 2, throws it right through the incoming corner's area, his vicinity, so he can't, his catch radius, I should say, so he can't make the pick. It's a great throw by J. Cube there, and it's another great throw by Johnny Johnson Jr. to Brian Parks. He catches the touchdown, and now Odessa State's back up on top. And take a look at this. We have a little battle here going on between Doug Williams and Brian Parks. This season, so every catch that they make, they're battling. They're duking it out between each other to see who's going to have the most catches in school history. A little competition there, but Daniel Monroe, former 5-star custom prospect, is going to get the sack, and Odessa State can't get the 2-point conversion. But David Tomsha had one man to beat. He's going to get 44 yards on this play, and it sets us up inside the 20. 2nd and 10, little flip here to Oliver Price. Remember, a brother of David Price, a former Ardmore linebacker from year 1 and year 2. 1st and goal, and a big hit, but Tomsha is going to get over the plane, and that's a touchdown for Ardmore. We go back up on top. It is late here in the 3rd quarter. We're going for 2 again, and this time, we make it. We get it. We convert. Josiah Pompeo with the run. We now go up by a field goal. Start of the 4th quarter. Odessa State charging here. They're up past their 50. They're driving. Tommy Nance here with a 9-yard catch. 2nd and 8. Johnny Johnson with the read option play. Get a big hit on him. We do. Derek Andrews laid the boomstick, laid the lumber on him, but he's going to hang on to the football. We know that Johnny Johnson has the propensity to turn the ball over, so you got to hit the guy hard when you can. But he's going to pick up another 1st down via his legs here. 3rd and 8. Johnson Jr. going to pass to the end zone. That's Victor Newton, the tight end. 10-yard strike. Touchdown, Odessa State. He's up to 417 yards tonight. And it's insane right now, guys. It is insane. So they go up 4. They go up 4 with a touchdown. No need to go for 2 at any points, right? They're up by 4. And 2nd and 8 situation. Terrence Ross going to get dropped in the backfield. Odessa State's defense coming up clutch. Getting us into negative situation. 3rd and 11. We need a big play here. Tomsha's got a clean pocket fired up the middle. And what a catch! What a catch by Darnell Savage. Catching this one-handed and then takes the contact, bounces off the one defender, and he's still got enough wherewithal. He got a little shimmy in his body there. Man, Darnell Savage is a beast, man. What a great catch. What a great catch. But we don't do it any favors. We don't do it any good. We don't do it any justice. It's a big stop for Odessa State, and it's decision time for Ardmore's offense, guys. Tremaine Young, head coach. He's aggressive. He says 3 minutes. We're down 4. We have to go for it. And what a great block. What a great fake. Read option fake there by Tomsha and Ross to team up to get the 4th down conversion. Ardmore fans are loving it. 2nd and 10. Little flip out here to the right, and that's not going to be a good thing. 3rd and 15. Charles Wilson with the reception out of bounds. The 3rd-string running back. 3rd and 15. We need a big throw, but we're not going to get it. You can't kick a field goal here, though, either, guys. Can you? 4th and 10? They're going to settle for a long field goal, and this is just good. Inside the left-hand quadrant. The left corner. What a kick. We go down by 1. 35-34, and if you guys were paying attention there, you saw that Michigan lost in the Big Ten championship game, which means Minnesota has a chance to go to the national championship. Minnesota, of all programs, right? Well, I mean, they've had a pretty good program in its history, but you know what I'm talking about. Recent years. 3rd and 10. Ardmore's defense trying to come through a big shot here, one-on-one. And Josh Miller comes up with the deflection. Could have made the pick, but he comes up with that crucial play. 2 minutes and 19 seconds to go. 4th and 10. Odessa punts the football away, but Josh Miller fumbles it. He drops it. And, oh, man, that is that might cost Ardmore the game. We need a field goal here. Field position is key, and Josh Miller, what was that? We need all the yards we can get, but Tomsha says, I want that Heisman, I want that championship, I want that national championship, and he's going to try to get the first down here. He doesn't. Darnell Savage, though, on the swing route, and the bubble route, gets the first. 1st and 10, 1:32, and Tomsha firing out to the left, almost picked off. A crucial drop by Reggie Thurman. And now 2nd and 10. We do a little draw play here, and we are going to get about 7. Good situation here now for Ardmore's running offense here. 3rd and 3. Play call the same on that 4th and 1. And Tomsha breaks off the one tackler. He gets to the 30 and out of bounds after a 19-yard scamper. 1 minute to go. Job for Ardmore's offense. Don't turn the ball over and run the clock down. 19 seconds to go here, guys. Time is ticking away. 2nd and 8. We're going to throw the ball. Run the ball, man. Run the ball. But Eric Lane comes up with a huge catch. We're still going to try to milk the clock, guys. Terrence Ross getting 9 here. We call a timeout. 11 seconds. 2nd and 1. Little read option play. Nobody's going to touch Terrence Ross. That's a touchdown. Thunderwolves up 40-35. You got to go for 2 here, though. Make it a 7-point game. So by no means is this thing over, man. And by no means. Odessa State has come up with some really huge plays in the past with Hail Marys, as far as Hail Marys are concerned. So we do get the 2-point conversion. J.K. Johnson, the big body target there. We get the 2-pointer. 8 seconds. Odessa State basically has 1 more play left. Johnson scanning the field, gonna fire it deep. He's got a man on the left-hand sideline. That is Brian Parks with the catch. And now 1 second on the clock. Johnny Johnson Jr. fires up the middle, incomplete. Derek Taylor with the deflection, with the coverage, and Ardmore wins the Big 12 Team Builder Championship in year number 7. That's back-to-back championships in back-to-back seasons. 2 years in a row, baby. And that basically solidifies that we're going to the national championship game, guys. Possibly against Minnesota. Possibly against Minnesota. We'll take a look at the box score of this game. What a game it was. Odessa State gave everything that they had in this game. Ardmore did the same. Could have gone either way, man. Could have gone either way. As we saw in the second half, it kept flipping leads. The lead changes, I think, were like 4 or 5 lead changes. It was insane. But Ardmore were champions for a reason. We came back, put Odessa under the fire, and got it done. They outgained us, though, 534 to 505. Running the football, though, is our specialty. Throwing the football is their specialty. You guys see the differences in yardage and totals there. 178 passing yards for us, 465 for Johnny Johnson Jr. and those Odessa State Dust Devils. You can see the passing numbers here, the receiving numbers. Like, you get it. You get it. We run the ball, they throw the ball, right? However you get your yards, we still around the same, right? 505 to 530, whatever it was. But that's the end of the Big 12 championship. We got the W. Tomsha made a big-time push, but Robert Holmes from Michigan is going to win the Heisman Trophy this season in year 7. 2 touchdowns receiving, 16 total on the ground. Tomsha came in 2nd place. So very, very good effort for our quarterback, for upperclassman quarterback. Here's a couple bowl game matchups. Most notable ones, of course, that pop up here. We got Boise State, Amarillo, Wisconsin, McAllen. We got Washington, ACU, 10 against 19. USC against Midland State. That's going to be a pretty interesting one. And then we got the Menike Car Care Bowl between Iowa and Little Rock. So 2 birds, 2 bird mascots are facing off against each other. Very quick trophy screens here. You got Okonma winning some hardware there. You got Kleck, Tremaine Young winning head coach of the year. Got a lot of hardware for the Big 12 team builder players. All right, taking a look at some of the conference championship games in the finals there. Kansas State beats UCF 49-7. We obviously know Michigan lost to Minnesota. And there you go at the very bottom of your screen, Minnesota at Ardmore. That's going to be your national championship game, guys. Minnesota and Ardmore. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Alabama gets Odessa State. It's a pretty interesting bowl mix here, but we're going to go over these really quick, just kind of my picks. I'd love to know what you guys think here in the chat. I know it's probably heartbreaking for Odessa State fans, or, you know, Ardmore haters pretty much. You might not even be an Odessa State fan, but you might be an Ardmore hater. So I get it. I understand it. You might be sick and tired of Ardmore, just like you're tired of Denver Tech, but hey, I feel for you. We totally missed ACU and Washington. I think ACU is going to get this W. I think that McConnell and that offense is just too good. I think Henderson gets it done against Washington. Iowa against Little Rock. I'm taking Iowa. I think I'm going to go with Herb Street here. I don't think that LaQuinton Evans gets it done. I think he's got a choke job in him. He's got that choke job DNA. Boise State, Amarillo. I'm taking Boise. I'm taking Amarillo. I think that offense is way too good, overpowered in some senses. So Griffin Rivers has a big day. Justin Davis has a big day. Midland State against USC. I'm actually going to take... that's tough, man. That's tough. I think I'm going to take Midland State just for Big 12 team builder bias, but don't be surprised if USC pulls off kind of an upset there. Denver Tech and Oregon, two teams that obviously Denver Tech loves to use the old school Oregon playbook. So I'm going to go with Denver Tech. I think they're just way too good. You see the overall rating, offense, defense, A+ ratings. They're going to be fine. I think they get the W against Oregon. McAllen and Wisconsin, all signs point to McAllen, but you know how they are in gameplay. Billy Adams has got to carry him, and I don't think that he's got that DNA in him. Don't be surprised if Wisconsin pulls off the upset there, but I'm going to take Big 12 team builder bias and go with McAllen. Shreveport and Georgia. Georgia obviously has all the arrows pointing that direction, but we know that Shreveport is very, very, very good in simulation games. I think they're going to get it done. I think Shreveport does it. Shotgun Smith, the freshman, they got a good running game. Their defense is insane, as we're going to see with some of the award winners. I mean, that defense is absolutely stacked. I'm taking Shreve. Bama and Odessa, I'll take Alabama in that game. I just don't think Odessa is really that great. Yeah, they took us down to the wire. I think both me, Ardmore, and Odessa State are better than number 2 Minnesota for sure. But I'm going to take Ardmore in this national championship game as well. Minnesota, I don't think that they can hang there. Look at the turnover differential, -1 to 10, like number 6 in the land. Our points per game is number 6, so we've got a really good team in Ardmore. But I think if it were Minnesota, Odessa State, I think Odessa State would win that game for sure. But when we're comparing Bama to Odessa, it's going to be a tough matchup for them. It's going to be a tough matchup for them. A couple other of our bowl season matchups don't really cover a lot of the other teams inside this team builder series, but just in case you guys want to know kind of how programs are doing here in this series, there you go. There's your list of bowl game participants all the way across the NCAA landscape. And taking a look here at the All-American winners, check that, award winners. We're taking a look at who got the hardware. look at the list of the Maxwell. Out of the 10 players, 1, 2, 3. 3 were not from the Big 12. I mean, we run roughshod over the NCAA. It's not even a question at this point. So we've got Paris Mack. Look at the defense, man, for Shreveport. For the Bednarik, Cook, Akanma, Dykes, Paris Mack. I mean, geez, the Nagurski, like, oh my God. Akanma, Cook, Dykes, Marquardt, Mack, Holt. Out of 10 players on the list, the majority are Shreveport owned and operated. It's insane. It's insanity. How that defense didn't carry them throughout the entirety of the season. Some might argue that it did, but, you know, 2 losses on the year. You got to think like that's like Miami Hurricanes type of defense with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed, man. That's pretty nasty, Taking a look at Ardmore's offensive line, we got Goodlove and Rowe. I mean, you guys know about that. You got the Remington as William Rowe. We had Goodlove winning the other award for offensive lineman. We got Seth Lawson here for another award. Tyler Akanma, Dykes. I mean, the Thorpe. I mean, these guys are insane. The defensive back, like, I don't know what else to tell you guys. Ardmore, I mean, Shreveport is very, very loaded. Best returner, Keneal Mason actually finished in 4th for that award. He was a good returner all the way around for the Little Rock Battlehawks. And that's going to do it. That's going to do it for today's episode. Leave a like if you like this thing. I know I did not do this with my brother. He and I have been very busy and a little bit on different schedules, and I know that he would have liked to be here for this, but I know that he's also very frustrated with Ardmore as well. So, so I know that he wouldn't want to commentate another Ardmore win. He would much rather have seen Odessa State, maybe even Midland State, potentially win one. But we'll see how year number 8 goes. And before we jump the gun, of course, we'll see how the rest of this season goes. All the bowl games that we've got left to do, and of course the national championship game, Minnesota and Ardmore. I just feel like people are just gonna hate on Ardmore, man. Like we won a natty against ACU. Some people might have said that was illegitimate, and now some people are gonna say this one's illegitimate because it's Minnesota. It's Minnesota. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It seems like a waste of time. All of our championships for Ardmore were a waste of time playing against these schools that people have doubts about, right? But all right, we'll see what happens here in the next episode, guys. It will be bowl game week number 1. We'll try to do all bowl games condensed into one video, with the national championship game being the very last game. I'll have to talk to my brother on that, see what he wants to do with it. We might even live stream the national championship game. We have not recorded that gameplay quite yet. So we'll see what happens. So guys, I will see you in the next one. Leave a like if you like this thing, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace.